My name is Antonio Guarino, and I'm one of the professors in the Department of Economics at UCL and one of the teachers in the MSc Finance. What do I teach? I teach the first course in asset pricing. What do you have to expect from this course? Well, first of all, let me tell you what you have not to expect. Okay, this will not be an MBA type of course. It will be instead a rather technical course in asset pricing. It's your first approach to asset pricing, so the technical level will be medium. It will not be super easy, but at the same time, it will not be super sophisticated. It's your first approach to asset pricing, so you will learn the crucial elements of asset pricing and the crucial models of asset pricing. In term 2, there will be another course, an asset pricing 2 course, which is in particular called Advanced Derivatives Modeling and Portfolio Theory, where you will further develop the ideas of this module. The course is mainly theoretical because there are other courses where you can learn all the econometrics techniques to go to the data. In this module, we take care of the theory. So, what are we going to cover? Asset pricing or finance in general is the study of decision making over time and in the presence of uncertainty. Time and uncertainty are the two specific features of finance. And what we are going to do in this course, we are going to study standard asset pricing. Standard asset pricing means that we will assume that the agents in the market have the same beliefs, as we say in economics, meaning the same opinions, the same information. They will make decisions in the market, and the question is, what are the implications for asset pricing? So in terms of topics, you will see them here in this slide. We will start with preferences. We start with preferences over risk. There will be risk neutral or risk averse people, and we want to understand these issues very, very carefully. And then we will move to asset pricing in a narrow Debré economy. So we will start complete and incomplete markets, and we will see what the implications of these are for the prices of financial assets. We will study other topics like mean variance analysis, portfolio theory, and a standard asset pricing model, which is called the CAPM. And then after we have done that, we will move on and we will study other issues like martingales, arbitrage pricing theory, and other topics. So by the end of term 1, you will be familiar with some standard topics in finance like arrow securities, complete and incomplete markets, the law of one price, the absence of arbitrage, Sharpe ratio, Hansen and Jagannathan bounds, and some other topics that you are probably more familiar with like precautionary savings and the equity premium puzzle. So you see, we will cover some fundamental things. The law of one price, arbitrage, these are crucial theories of asset pricing. An interesting approach in this course is that we will derive theories in different ways. For instance, we will derive the CAPM from portfolio theory, as it was done in the old times, in the 60s, but we will also derive the CAPM from consumption theory, and the two derivations will teach us different lessons which are important to know. Now, I'm going to do all this in 10 weeks, 10 lectures, and each lecture is 3 hours. In some weeks, I will use all 3 hours to teach you. In others, instead, we will use the 3rd hour for practice, meaning you will work with me and with a teaching assistant solving exercises, so applying the concepts that you learn. To this purpose, let me tell you that every week I'll give you a problem set, and solving the problem sets every week is really crucial to learn. You don't learn economics or finance by listening to me or reading a book. You learn it by doing things. And some weeks I'll ask you to solve these problem sets in groups of 3 people. And the reason is that I really believe that you can learn from your classmates as much as you can learn from me, or perhaps even more than you can learn from me. And so I encourage you to work together. In other weeks, instead, I'll ask you to solve problems individually, also because some of these problems will be graded and they will count for your final grade. In terms of textbooks, there is not a single textbook that is good for our purposes. I'll give you some lecture notes, but my lecture notes will be based on the books that you see here. And if I were you, the first thing I would do is I would take a look at probably the book by Dontin and Donaldson, so that you can have a sense of the material we are going to cover and also of the style that we are going to use, the methodology that we are going to use. I will also make references to others of these textbooks. For instance, when it is about deriving the CAPM from the consumption model, I'm going to use the last book in this list, which is the book by John Cochrane. So please take a look at that book as well. This is it. During the term, I will have office hours, and please come and see me so that we can discuss how things are progressing. There will be a particular day in which I will hold these office hours, but you are always welcome to email me and to set an appointment to see me. My email address, you see it there, and you are welcome to email me also to ask more information about the course. So I wish you good luck with your studies. One advice that I give for my course and for any course in an MSc program is that you study week by week so that you don't fall behind, because these are intensive programs where every week builds on what you have learned in the previous weeks. So if you fall behind, it's very difficult to catch up, but if you study week by week, if you solve problems week by week, then I'm sure you will be fine. So good luck with your studies.